Good morning, dudes. How is it going? Today we're taking a look at the game between Cloud9 and Big God for the Dota 2 Asia Championship 2015. This is that game, right? Like every tournament has that game. This is that game. Now, as of right now, the grand finals haven't been played yet, so there might be even more of that game, but pre-grand finals, this game is that game. And I haven't seen it yet, and I was really interested in watching it, and I thought some of you would enjoy it as well, so that's what we are here to do. We're gonna take a look at it, and hopefully it's gonna be as amazing as everybody has hyped it up to be. Again, this is supposed to be that game, like the most amazing game of the tournament. So that's basically that. Yeah, I'm just kind of interested. Also, now that the DAC is over and I'm getting back to 2 videos a day, I would like to know what tournament you guys would like to see, right? What tournament should I buy a ticket for? You know, like that's actually pretty expensive. Like these tickets cost a lot, and if I'm gonna buy a ticket, I want to do a lot of games from that tournament. So if you guys could tell me, like, which tournament do you want? Is it the joint Dota League? Is it, I don't know, what is it called? The Dota Pit again? You have to tell me, right? Let me know which tournament you want, and I'm gonna get the ticket, and then we're gonna take a look at those games. But for today, we're gonna stick to the Dota 2 Asia Championship 2015, which has been, from what I can tell, really fantastic. I haven't been able to watch that much of it, but what I have seen is actually really, really great. Like, great Dota. I've really enjoyed it. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at these picks, shall we? We got Axe, Chen, and Shadow Shaman for Cloud9. And they're about to grab a Lycan, it appears. On the other side, we got Lion, Medusa, Ancient Apparition, and then their 4th pick, which is gonna come in a second. Now, as per bans, Shadow Fiend, the Bat Rider, Alchemist, Tidehunter for the Dire, and for their opponents, we got Io, which is an obvious no, Terry, you're not doing that kind of ban. Juggernaut, because he's really good, I guess. Troll Warlord also, because he's just really good. And Anti-Mage, which seems to be more of a, no, we would rather you not have that hero. Right? We would much rather not play against Anti-Mage. Not because we are, like, particularly scared of that hero, it's just that he deals really well with Medusa, and we're trying to get the Medusa powerful. At least that's what my guess is. On the other side, I'm not quite sure what the Alchemist ban is about, but then again, I haven't been keeping up too much with the competitive scene. Right, last I know of, Alchemist is considered to be pretty bad. I guess that changed. Shadow Fiend, yes, of course, that's always a powerful hero. Bat Rider's the same, and Tidehunter, just the same. I think the Tidehunter ban is mostly so Lycan doesn't have to buy a BKB. You know, Lycan is one of those heroes where if you have to buy a BKB, it's just like, I don't want to. I want to get a Sokuras and Necrobox and Vladimir's and Basher and shit like that. And then you're just stuck investing 4 grand into a BKB, and it's just not good. So, you know. Anyway, well, we're about to hopefully see the last few picks. Big God is about to grab another hero, so what do they have? It looks like they got their tri-lane already on lockdown. Dusa could also be going into the mid lane, though I doubt it. So I expect to see an offlaner right here. Usually the offlaner is a bit more important than the mid hero. Not because the mid hero isn't important, but just because you can't grab so many heroes as mid heroes, right? While offlane is a little more tricky. Centaur is still available. Clockwork, fantastic. I like Clockwork a lot here because Clockwork is good at shutting heroes down, right? Making it so that the fight isn't easily accessible. And Lycan is a hero that needs access to the fight. And I know that sounds so silly, but look, if a Medusa is in the fight and the Clockwork does his power cogs, then she just can't get to anything, and it's okay, right? She's just gonna wait out the power cogs, maybe kill him, and then run in and start hitting things. Lycan is running on a timer. And that timer is a problem. And he already has two things that he's not going to be very fond of. Stone Gaze and Clockwork. That's going to be a problem. But I think on the other side, Lycan is also really powerful against Medusa because he likes to get those Necrobooks, right? Necrobooks are very efficient at burning through mana. And mana burn, of course, deals twice the damage to Medusa than it would to any other hero. So, you know, I do like the Lycan. I just think Clockwork is a smart pick right here. On the other side, a ban. As predicted, I don't know if Big God is actually going to send Medusa into the tri-lane. I would assume they do, but they might as well. They might just send her into the mid lane, right? Medusa is a very viable meteor. Depends on what she's going up against, though. But then again, Big God got the last pick right here. So we're going to see about that. For now, I would expect Cloud9 to ban a mid. As we can see, Storm Spirit gets taken out of the game. I think Storm Spirit is an interesting choice, however. I wouldn't really expect Big God to grab a Storm. Because Storm also doesn't enjoy mana drain. And it just is another target for the Lycan. At least I think so. And well, then again, Storm can also lock down a Lycan, right? He likes to get Orchid, likes to silence people, got a good stun. You know, there's always that. And just generally speaking, Storm is a very annoying hero, right? This just might as well be them going, even much I would not go up against the Storm. Like, we're not even particularly scared of him, we just don't want him. Like, just don't do Storm. Is that okay? Is that an option? And then, of course, the last ban from Big God right here is gonna be the Razor.
5 seconds.
Which is fine. You know, like Cloud9 is actually kind of lacking a mid hero as well. I don't think it's as pressing on their side, though, because Lycan can very much go into the mid lane. I do find that is not an issue at all. Invoker. Oh, that's interesting. So Invoker is more of a... actually, Invoker, again, mana drain. Look at that. Look at that. So that's going to be a cross-vex Invoker. We're going to see the big EMP to shut down the Medusa. I like it a lot. I think that's going to be really cool. And another cool thing about Invoker right here is he really provides a lot of burst. And that's something Cloud9 is kind of lacking at the moment. Right? They got the what is it called? The shock. The Evo shock from the Shadow Shaman. They got the Gen test of faith, and that's it. They have nothing else. And it's just like, Invoker has a lot of boost, so it's gonna be interesting. Bristleback, last pick for Big God. So, quite frankly, I'm not quite sure what the lanes are still. And we're gonna see about that. I'm assuming that's gonna be an tri-lane Bristleback with Medusa in the mid, so they think Medusa's gonna be fine against Invoker. You know what? I'm not quite sure how these lanes are gonna work out. I frankly have no idea. It could also just be dual lanes because Jen is gonna be in the jungle anyway. We're gonna see about that. We're definitely gonna see about that. We're just gonna hope it works out for both teams because that leads to an interesting game. So, well, the complete teams right here. We got Fata on the Axe. We got Big Daddy No Tail on the Chen. EE Sama on the Lycan, Bone 7 on the Invoker, and I don't know the last player of Cloud9, Misery on the Shadow Shaman. On the other side, we got how do you say that name? Lam on the line. We got Xao 8 on the Bristleback, Burning on the Medusa, Ice, which I learned something new since the last time I did a commentary. Ice is actually Ice, right? This is not Ice, this is Ice, which is a silly name, but you know what, it's okay. It's a different player, but Ice on the Ancient Apparition. Then we've got Arrow TK on the Clockwork, and I think that's it for BG. So, I still don't know the lanes. Only thing I'm certain of is that, actually I don't know the lanes. Invoker's just chilling at the bottom. Apparently Bristleback gonna be running into the dire jungle already. These guys are looking for a kill. Fata gonna get spotted out. I don't think he's in any trouble though. You know, Axe is very tanky even at level 1. I just don't see anything coming out of this if I'm completely honest. And it seems that's gonna be the end of it. Just a quick ward to block that camp. And that's about it. Not much else gonna come from it. You know what? That's fine. I'm pretty sure that... Oh, look at that. Note already counter-warding the little sentry down here. I mean, why the hell not? Right, get rid of it. And make sure that you have at least a few camps. And it seems he's also gonna counter-ward this one. Gonna put the sentry up here. Now he just needs to find it. This is actually a bit of a problem. Gaining vision, right? Gaining access to this. It's gonna, you know, suck a little. But it appears that actually the Medusa will be going into the mid lane. On the other side, we do have the Lycan in the mid. And then Bristleback with the AA at the bottom against an off-lane Invoker. You know, let me be honest, I did not expect this. But hey, you know, it's going to work out. Seems we're going to have more of a 1-2-2 setup coming out from Big God. I like it. I think that's a very powerful lane combination. Actually, no. Lion is just rotating into the bottom. That's fine. That's probably going to be more of an active line. He already got boots. You know, he's looking to maybe get a few kills here or there. I can definitely see that working out for them. And our TK is just going to be going up against Fata on the axe. Now, the problem with this matchup is the spin. Right? I actually don't think that our TK is going to do particularly well in this lane. It just fucking sucks to go up against the constant physical damage output from the axe. On top of that, he's really tanky. He's got more regen than you do. And it just fucking sucks. I mean, if you get really lucky and you somehow trap him with you and then, you know, maybe you get a few battery assaults going, you might be able to snatch a kill. But other than that, he's mostly looking to survive right here. Now, of course, this is something Clockwork can do. Apply a lot of pressure with the power cogs. That's gonna be nice. But you see this? Yeah. Fata is definitely an advantage in this lane. That's already a health potion used from our TK. And I think he's gonna suffer a lot up here. Especially once Misery feels like coming into the lane. Feels like applying some pressure on top of that. Meantime, we've got Notair just jungling. You know, having a good time. Having a good time with his creeps. Chen, of course, being a very powerful jungler. He farms rather quickly. So... yeah, I think he's gonna do just fine down here. And Medusa against Lycan in the mid. Now, the Mystic Snake is magic damage. So, you could say that, well, you know, right, the wolves don't really take that much magic damage. They've got a ton of resistance. So, it's not really an issue. Right? You can't just cast the wolves anyway. But as you can see... oh, well, actually, now he does. Was waiting for that level 4. Okay, you know... EE was kind of holding back on that just a little bit to make sure that he doesn't get too many bounces from the Mystic Snake. But, you know what? Gotta get those last hits going. And these wolves are so powerful in the mid lane. Especially once it's level 7. It's the worst. They regen so much. They take no magic damage. They hit really hard. I have gone up against this in the mid. I'm sure most of you have as well. And it sucks balls. God, it's the worst. So, I'm actually not too worried about AE right here. In fact, I think Burning is gonna have to be on the lookout. And also, another thing that I like about this lane is that, you know, the Lycan actually hits pretty hard. So, if Cloud9 ever feels like going for a gank, they can definitely make it happen. And talking about a gank, the smoke already coming out. Rotating into the bottom or into the mid? It seems to be the mid lane. Misery, level 2. He does have the shackles. He does have his nuke. Let's just see if Burning actually activates his mana shield quickly enough. Oh, yes, he gets it off. The shackles coming out. But he's out of mana already. That's going to be a quick kill. First blood coming out for Big Daddy No-Tail on that Chen.
Was only a matter of time.
And that was a big kill, man. That is really, really valuable. That's gonna speed up the level 7 for the Lycan. Again, that's when it just becomes unbearable to be in the lane against him. It's just god-awful. Of course, it speeds up his farm. Chen is gonna have a lot more money. I wonder what he's going for. Probably Aghanims. Like, I've seen Aghanims actually be really useful. So, you know, there's always that. But, yeah, you know, it's gonna be... you know what? I like this a lot. Do you see what's going on here? They're jungling as a team. They're just like, you know what, Bone 7? We can't fucking get you money at the bottom. Like, it's just not gonna work. But how about we just jungle as a group? let's just hang out together. That seems like a fun idea. But actually, they might be looking for something on Xiao 8. I mean, he's level 5, so he's pretty beefy, but he did actually go for the casual point into the goo, which means that he doesn't have that much survivability. I mean, he still has a lot, but it's not a crazy amount. It's nothing ridiculous. So, you know. This seems like the supports are gonna run into each other in a bit, and it's just gonna result in a giant massacre. Actually, Xiao 8 finds Note. Lamb also coming in the slow. And the creep block. So they're gonna lose the centaur. Actually, not the centaur, but both of the creeps. What is that one called? Hellbear, right? The Hellbear and the satyr. Both creeps go down. That may not seem like a big deal, but no, let's be honest. It slows down the Chen quite a bit because he needs to go dominate some new creeps, and then that takes a little while. On top of that, it's actually a decent amount of money. So I think, you know, like while BG didn't get a kill, they really didn't do it too bad right there. I think they are content with this. They're gonna take it. They're gonna be fine, and gonna be quite happy. So I wonder what the Medusa is actually going for. Hand of Midas is something that I have seen, but actually it appears that what people like to do in this tournament is go for the straight Skadi on Medusa. You know, get really tanky right away. And even though you don't deal a lot of damage, the slow coming out from that right click is significant enough to actually, you know, have a big impact on the game. Oh, the bounce. God, that is the worst. It burns through your mana. It steals your children. God, it's awful. It is completely awful. Like, these are two heroes going up against each other in the mid lane, where it's just like, you know what, you deserve each other. Oh man. So, gonna also be interesting to see what the liking goes for. Oh, medallion, straight medallion. So that's probably gonna be used for harassment. I mean, you can't just casually cast that on burning. Apply a lot of pressure with it. You can also, as you can see, casually cast it on the creeps. Get some easier lasted. So it's a nice item to have, that's for certain. I mean, it's really good. It's just a little weird to see it before even like a Ring of Basilisk. Before anything, really. Hey, you know what? But who am I to question the glorious EE Sama? I mean, I'm not gonna be the one doing that. Spotless coming back. This game is actually pretty calm. There's not a whole lot happening. You know, RTK is just sitting up top, farming up. So, it's really interesting to think about what plans either team have, right? Cloud9, I think, is obviously looking to be aggressive. Oh, Note coming in from the back with the creeps. Misery locks down RTK, the stun though. He still goes down. Lamb next in line. Taunt connects. Another dunk, 2 in a line. Xiao 8 might be the third. He's dropping, but you know. Oh my god, he doesn't actually get the kill. Misery just barely gets out. And that's 3 kills for Cloud9. Wait, does it say... wait, you did get 4 kills? No, oh right, the lion resurrected. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, how did the AA die? Oh, it seems she died to the... she, it, whatever. She, he, it. Yeah, the AA died to the Invoker. So... you know, that's kind of a shame. PS Invoker's just going for the Hand of Midas. I like that a lot. I'm actually surprised that he's going to be able to get it this early, considering he was in an offlane. But I think Hand of Midas is one of those items that, at least on Invoker, you kind of have to get it. Because you can see, right, it's 9 minutes into the game. He's level 6. Now, level 6 isn't too bad. It's not. Right, level 6 is fine. But it's not great. It is definitely not great. Now, the problem is that Invoker needs to do great. If Invoker doesn't do great, he's just not going to do anything at all. And the Hand of Midas helps him get those levels, right? And once he has some levels, he can also fight and then get a lot of money from that. Oh, Eternal Enemy, picking up a double damage. Roshan next in line. It doesn't even need the Vladimirs with all of the help coming out from the Chen. Seems he wants to rotate into the bottom now. Now, there's also something I haven't addressed yet, but there's some nice synergy between Chen and Lycan. Because Howl, the minion bonus damage, actually applies to the Chen creeps. So, while it isn't a crazy amount, right, it's 20 damage. You know, if you think about how much damage a Hellbear Smasher does, like it's 50, okay, you know what, that's 30%. A 30% increase? Hey, we take those. And now a 50 on the Wildling Ripper, and now a 50 on this guy, right? Like 20 more? Well, you know, that adds up quickly, that's gonna be nice. Meantime, it appears that Note is just casually pushing this bottom lane, trying to be annoying, like hoping that maybe there's a hero down here. You know, like if there is, they're not gonna be down here for much longer. And there we go. The first time we see the Masked Serpent Ward this game, and certainly not gonna be the last. That is gonna be the one and only time for this tower. Oh, actually, they TP out from the creeps? Where are they going? Wait, shit, wait, is he back in the well? Oh yes, he actually was back in the well. He TP'd the creeps back to the base. Bottom tower still goes down, so no defense coming out from BG. I don't even know if they use Glyph. I'm gonna assume they did. Right, there's not really any reason to not use Glyph in that scenario, even if it's just to be annoying. Now, as I mentioned a little while ago, I think it's pretty obvious that Cloud9 is looking to be aggressive. I think they're looking to finish this game in 20-30 minutes. That's it, right? They don't want this to take long. If it takes long, the freaking Deuce is just gonna shit all over your face. And it's gonna be weird, gross snake shit. Like, you don't want that, right? Like, no, thank you, no, please. Now, oh, actually, Tornado, Cold Snap. But we've got the Stone Gate. He's gonna try to maybe turn it around. But no, he realizes Nortail is also here. Lycan transforms in the background, but the TPs are gonna keep burning safe. It seems that's gonna be the end of it. You know, I guess whatever works. I guess whatever works. There's no big fight coming. Hookshot on the walls, and Mystery is gonna be able to get out just fine. But if you just take one look, right, like we've got Chen. This hero sucks late game. Let's just be honest about it. Chen is amazing early on. He applies a ton of pressure. He's really, really powerful. His heal is incredible. He is just a freaking powerhouse during the first 40 minutes of the game. But then he just starts being useless, because the creeps casually die during a fight. And without the creeps, he doesn't really have the most amazing abilities. I mean, they're still solid, but they are not as good as another hero's abilities would be in that scenario. They've got Axe. Axe also tapers off all of his abilities, you know, except for the initiation. Like the Berserker's Call, yes, that's always gonna be great. But the rest of his abilities, they kind of like start falling into uselessness. It's just like, guess the ultimate is still nice. It's just Axe. He grows stronger till like 40 minutes as well, and then just stops and grows weaker. Invoker is one of those heroes I would say just continues to grow stronger and stronger as the game progresses, but not to a similar extent as Medusa. Because Medusa is just one of the hardest carries in the game, right? Like, she's a little silly, let's be honest. Shadow Shaman, always gonna be useful. No question about it. The Hex is incredible, the Shackles are incredible. He's still gonna die rather easily in the late game. And Lycan, I feel, is a carry that really falls off. Right, Lycan is one of those heroes that you go for Necrobooks, you go for Sorcerers, and if you can't finish the game with that, then you just realize that shit. I don't think I can actually finish the game at all. And Lycan can be very powerful, but Lycan can also, you know, kind of stop being useful. And I don't think Lycan carries that hard. Lycan carries well, but I don't think Lycan carries hard, and those are different things. On the other side, Lion is amazing late. Lion is amazing at any stage of the game, let's be honest. I mean, the Hex is incredible. We've got AA. The AA Blast, always incredible. What an amazing ability, right? Dusa, I don't need to talk about her. Clockwork, he can still lock people out of the fight. Right, so even though the Lycan won't be able to deal him a whole lot of damage anyway, Clockwork is just like, fuck it. You know, you're not gonna be able to get in the fight, so let's just disregard you. Though, Oh, actually, wow. Medusa goes down up top. Completely missed that one. That's probably not the most exciting one, let's be honest. But let's just skip back anyway. So I'm guessing it's just gonna be an axe jump. Oh, actually no. Other way around. We got the tornado first. EMP burns for Burnix mana. That's gonna be the end for that fella. So yeah, that's of course the reason why they picked that hero. Invoke. Takes down the Medusa like it's nothing. Ice dropping. Stun misses. Nice turnaround for me. And they're gonna be pushing this bottom tower. The Serpent Ward is down. I don't know if they're actually gonna commit to it. It doesn't seem like they want to. I mean, Lycan's ultimate is running out. It's actually run out now. And that's a bit of a tricky situation. Clockwork. Oh, he misses the hook shot. Tower's taking some pressure, but yeah, the wards are done. They are out of the fight, and it seems that's gonna be the end of it. No-Tail just TPs the Lycan back to the base. Not the Lycan, the Shadow Shaman back to the base. Who actually just picked up his Blink Dagger, so he's been saving up a lot of money just for that. Blink Dagger, it's great. Alright, you blink in, hex somebody. It's instant, it's amazing, it's gonna be fantastic. There's not much else to be said about it. Wait, what does it keep... That is really cool. You know what? I haven't seen the Test of Faith in action that often, I gotta admit, but it's actually really cool. I like it a lot. It seems to be working fantastically for good old No-Tail. And you know, I always like seeing No-Tail succeed because, you know, it's just a fun little fellow. Burning, on the other hand, not doing well. If we go ahead and just take a look at the net worth. Not like this. There we go. There we go. He's 4th in the game. Albeit not that much of a difference between him and Bristleback, right? It's kind of same. I would argue they're both 3rd. The problem is that Axe is a definite 1st and Lycan is a definite 2nd, right? There's a lot of space in between those spots. And that's a bit of a problem. But I feel like there's no reason for BG to really get too upset about this. You know, your plan is to take it to the late game. You're 16 minutes in. You haven't lost yet. You're one step closer to the late game. Fuck it. Right? Like, that's how you gotta think about it. You always take a look at the state of the game and then you ask yourself the question, have I lost yet? If no, oh, you're doing great. Keep going. Just keep asking that question. And once you start thinking, oh shit, you know what? Maybe. Then you have to change up your plan. But until then, oh no! Burning, dropping again. The EMP gonna burn through all of the mana. Burning, yeah, burning all of that mana shield. Shadow Shaman casually goes down to an AA blast and the Bristleback. But that's a trade that's definitely worth taking. In the meantime, Clockwork. Taken on by the Lycan, it appears. One-on-one fight? That doesn't seem like a great idea, buddy. You know what? I'm kind of interested in seeing how that one went down. You know what? It wasn't that interesting. Our TK just simply gets picked off. And those are some fast illusions. Holy shit. Okay. Almost seemed like they moved quicker than the hero. Of course they didn't. They all moved at 650. Which is slightly ridiculous if you think about it. I mean, 650? Really? I mean, look, I remember a time when 522 used to be a hard limit. Not just a soft limit like it is now, but a hard limit that there was no way you could ever get past. So, yeah. Meantime, Invoke is just gonna be casually farming the jungle. Trying to get some more money going on. I mean, why the hell not? Stuffing are doing great things for him. He's level 11, he's doing fine. Doesn't have a crazy amount of money. But, what's offlane? Considering he's offlane and he's keeping up with the opponents, safe lane and mid lane, hell yeah, he's doing great. Again, that's the glory of the Hand of Midas. It basically improves your GPM by 100. Fuck yeah, we're gonna take that, right? Meantime, Fata seems to... Wow! BKB. A BKB. Right away. Well, he does not want to mess around with that lion whatsoever. And that's an interesting pickup. Again, obviously about the lion. I guess probably gonna be useful against the Clockwork and the AA as well, but... it's still interesting to see that. It's a little weird to me. I don't know how much I like it, because I think it counters one hero too much. But, oh, he's actually gonna jump burning right here. 3 TPs though. Tornado misses, EMP coming out. Oh, the EMP misses as well. Fata is in a lot of trouble. Activates the BKB, but the Stone Gaze connects. He's gonna be frozen in place and frozen until he dies. And on top of that, the tower's gonna get denied. That was not a good fight for Cloud9. You see how much of a gold swing that was. There were 4 heroes around. They all got the bonus gold. 1670 bonus gold coming out for BG. That's a big swing. And let's actually take a look at how the game's looking in general. Yeah, this is not looking good for them, right? Like, the Radiant is far, far behind. But stuff like that is gonna help him come back. And wow, that's a big fight. That is actually a huge fight. Well. I wonder what he is going for. He can afford a BKB if he wants that. I would like to see Necrobook. I think Necrobook is great this game. I don't really see a reason to not do it. I think it's amazing against Medusa. I think it's pretty cool against Bristleback too, because while Bristleback, you know, he doesn't need a lot of mana. Like, I think Bristleback is one of those heroes where he's got enough mana to sustain his spells, right? He doesn't need, like, he can use a magic wand or something like that, but he doesn't necessarily need to buy additional mana to fight, right? He can just do it with his mana pool. But once you start cutting through that, once you put him in a position where it's just like, okay, you have less mana than you're supposed to have, then he won't be able to do it anymore. Then he won't be able to constantly spam the curse spray in the snot. And that's a bit of a problem. Oh, Axe coming in. They just took down Roshan. The Aegis seems to be on a Lycan again. That's interesting. Level 2 Necrobooks. So it's gonna end up being the Necrobooks. I like it. I think the Necrobooks is really good right here. As I just explained. I wonder what Fata is going for. I did not expect the BKB. It's interesting. So I wonder when Cloud9 is actually gonna start pushing. As I already mentioned, I think this team needs to go. They need to just fucking go for it, right? They need to go in, they need to try to make something happen. Right now, they aren't. They just simply aren't doing that. I wonder when they're gonna start doing it. Because you can't just keep sitting around forever like this. If you do this for too long, if you keep the game in its current state for too long, you're gonna lose. That's just how it will be, because BG got the late game. It's not a hard win in the late game. I think you can still take it in the late if you play really well. But you're gonna struggle a lot more than you would if you wait to just push now or in the next 5 minutes. I expect them to wait until EE finishes the Necrobook free, and actually I think it's coming in right there. Yep, that's gonna be the Necrobook. And I think we're gonna see a push now. I just expect it, honestly. And yes, Cloud9 grouping up at the bottom, except for EE, who seems to be moving into the mid. Nope, also going to the bottom. And we're gonna have a big fight brewing, a big push commencing. Unless Big God decides to, you know, trade some towers. That seems like an interesting idea. Notice creeps just chilling top, defending. I like it. I think this is really cute. Of course, you can't just TP and TP them in casually as soon as the fight begins, and actually seems that's what he's gonna do right now. Yes, this is gonna be a big push. Tower already dropping. That Ice Blast only hit bond 7. And it's dropping. It's dropping quickly. That's gonna be the tier 2 down. There's only one of those left. Fata invisible. Oh, he's looking to make use of it. But it runs out just in time for XAO 8 to be okay. Dusa keeping the push away, but the EMP Tornado connects on 2 heroes. XAO 8 and Burning, both out of mana. They need to go back. They can't fight without mana. And that's gonna be a lot of free damage on that tower. Oh yeah, that is a ton of free damage. It might even just die right here. Ice Blast coming out, connects on 2. 3 actually. EE gonna drop. Bristle back in the meantime with the BKB, keeping the rest of Cloud9 away. The Resurrection coming out. Transformation, he's trying to run away, but down he goes. It's gonna be one down for Cloud9 right here. Bone 7, meantime, Tornadoes to maybe try to get away. Sour 8 chasing him down. The slow from the axe. Lockdown from the creeps from Chen. And it seems those are the only ones that are gonna end up dying right here. Burning takes him. That was a big fight for BG. They somehow managed to get out just fine. They take down the Lycan. A lot of abilities used. Like, throughout that entire fight, there were only 2 deaths, and both of them were the Lycan. That's a lot of gold in their pocket, a lot of experience, and you know what? They aren't quite back in the game yet. But they're working on it. And if you're gonna come back, this is the way you do it. I honestly wasn't too happy with the way that fight went for Cloud9, simply because it just didn't seem like they had a proper initiation. I was a bit messy, you know? Like, they had the great EMP tornado from Bound 7. But afterwards, there just wasn't anything. Like, they could have used that opportunity to jump in and try to take down Burning, try to take down Sour 8. Honestly, they don't even need to take down both. Like, just jump Burning, kill it, right? Kill Burning. Even if he buys back, right? At least you use the buyback. At least he does that. That's still a victory for you. But they didn't go in. They just let him run back. Try to take down a tower instead. Tower. Well, it's sitting at 9 HP, so it's probably gonna deny. Probably gonna get denied in a second. Sorry, that was a little weird. That's probably gonna get denied in a second, right? So, you know, I guess you got the tower, but you still lost the fight, and you still ain't pushing for a few more minutes. Actually, let me take that back. It seems like Cloud9 is not that patient. They're looking for it. They smell blood. And Bone 7 saving up money like a goddamn champ. I wonder what he's actually going for. I mean, he's got 3 grand in the bank. Could be another Necrobook. I would like to see that. You know, fuck it. Let's just get more of those. Why not? Might be an Orchid. Might be a Blink Dagger. There's a lot you can do on Invoker. I like the 4 stars. Some additional mobility is always appreciated. Seems they are looking to take down a tier 2 in the mid first. You know, whatever the hell you feel like doing. I think not pushing bottom would be a bit of a waste. Simply because this tower, right, like it's dead. Like this, as soon as you get close, the tower will get denied. Frankly, I don't see a reason why they aren't denying the tower right now. Because you can make the argument, well, you know, it's still a tower, right? You can't TP to it. But this is your base. You can TP to it anyway, right? You don't have to worry about that. Well, fights of creep waves. Well, that is until it gets hit once, and then it doesn't do that anymore. Maybe they're just hoping to get some use out of it during the fight. EMP is gonna connect on Burning. Already out of mana. Gonna bottle up, gonna use the magic one. You know, keep him alive for a little longer. He doesn't want to go back, because as soon as he goes back, his team is gonna be on their own. Missile trying to keep Cloud9 away. That's a little bit of long-range annoyance. I mean, it's definitely gonna slow them down just a bit, but I wonder if it's enough to slow on Xao 8 and the taunt on Burning. He's dropping. EMP gonna connect on 2 heroes. BKB for Xao 8 blocks it though. Burning goes down. Do we have a buyback? Immediately. EE in the meantime running in like crazy. RTK zones him out. He's dropping. Gets taken down thanks to the Ice Blast. The big bounce on all of the creeps from Burning. And it seems that's gonna be the end of the fight. So we got 1 buyback and 2 deaths on Cloud9. Actually 1 buyback on BG. And 2 deaths on Cloud9. Not a good fight for them. Not a good fight. They just can't break into the base. They just can't do it. So that, again, goes into the favor of Burning. Goes into the favor of ROTK. Goes into the favor of the entire team. The problem with this is not only did they not get the barracks, right? But they also won't be able to get them for another few minutes. Right? The thing is, now is the time when they're really looking to finish the game. And they just can't do it. And if you can't do it now, when are you going to be able to do it? Because that Doozer is getting more powerful. And some of your heroes aren't. I don't know if the Axe is going to get a whole lot more powerful than this. I mean, he's going to become stronger, right? He's going to become more difficult to kill. But does that really increase his use? Not by much, man. I mean, he's still going to do his same thing. He's still going to do the Axe thing. I think he's doing fine right now. It's just that what he does isn't enough. Plate mail coming out. Wonder if that's gonna be an Assault Cross or a Shiva's Guard. Eternal Envy also has a bit of money saved up. Doesn't seem like he's got anything on the courier though. Actually, courier flying to the secret shop right now. Yes, Shiva's Guard. Gonna be coming out for the axe right now. You know, why not? I can see that working. That's okay. Right, Shiva's Guard, it's gonna be a bit of AoE damage. It's gonna slow some people down. I don't think it's like this is one of those games where you're gonna be like, oh, Shiva's Guard, that's the item you were looking for all along. No. But that's an item. And any item is gonna be useful. And Shiva's Guard isn't a bad item. It's gonna do just fine. Also gives you a lot of mana to work with, which I think is something he's looking for. Lycan, hoping to hit that level 16 in a second. Got it right there. So that's gonna help him out a decent amount. I mean, it doesn't actually make the ultimate more powerful. That's something you have to keep in mind. Like, Lycan's ultimate is just as powerful at level 1 as it is at level 3. The only thing that changes is the cooldown. It's not even that big of a change, but, you know, like, it's still gonna be useful. It's still nice, and why not? Why not have it? Oh, the transformation coming out. He's looking for some money. And this, of course, is the big upside of having that level. Oh my god! Did you see that right-click burst? Almost took down a Clockwork in just a few hits. And well, Roshan is next in line. He's dropping low Ice Blast. Gonna try to keep him out. But I don't think he is afraid. Oh, he is not afraid of anything. Tornado EMP. Gonna connect on Xiao 8. He's out of mana. And this time around, he can't just go back to the base. Big stun on 4 heroes. Cheese. Edge is on the ground though. Axe gets a kill. Takes down the line. Takes down the Ancient Apparition. Stone Gaze used defensively. Just gonna use it to get the hell out of dodge. That was not a good fight for Big God. Great stun. Fantastic stun coming out from the line. But there just wasn't any follow-up. And that's actually a problem with their team, I feel. They just don't have that burst. Right? Like, if you get a perfect line stun of line, like the one they just had. It was perfect. It was as good as you're gonna get it. They hit 4 heroes with it. Amazing. And you can't follow it up properly? You might not have the right team for that lion then. Oh, the EMP coming out. On top of the Hex, 4 stuff. Gonna keep Sour 8's mana safe though. RTK traps Bone 7. Actually gonna get trapped himself, but DE is gonna be the one to go down. Resurrects in a second with the Anges. Fata sitting in the middle of the fight. Does have the BKB active, but it's gonna run out. Out of mana now, so they can't just ignore him. Bristleback still sitting in the middle of it. Oh, nice Hex! Nice stun! Actually, not a Hex at all. Nice stun coming out on 2 heroes. Bone 7 activates the cheese. Gonna try to get away with the 4 staff. Still getting chased down by Xiao 8. I think Bone 7 is a little quicker though. The Snot is gonna connect, but the Ice Path, yeah, he's gonna be just okay. Lion. Oh, what a beautiful stun. Does he have a Hex? Does he have the Hex? No. They're not even gonna go for it. Bone 7 is gonna be just fine. Again, no barracks taken down. No fight won for Cloud9. They used the cheese. They used the edges. They just can't do it. They just can't break through those defenses. And Burning, he's got a lightning stick now. Maelstrom. You know what? I'm not the biggest fan of Maelstrom on Duiza, but I like it this game because there are a lot of summons going around. And on top of that, there's actually a lot of right click. Right, there are a lot of summons, and most of those summons, they deal the damage for right click. So I don't think Burning is actually going for a Maelstrom right here. Right, don't confuse like the fact that he's got a Maelstrom with going for a Maelstrom. He's actually going for that Mjolnir. That's what he wants. That's what he's looking for. Because he then just casts that on himself, and all of a sudden, not only is he difficult to kill because he's fucking Dooza, but he's also the worst thing in the world to hit. And he deals a decent amount of damage. And he takes down all of your summons. I like it a lot. I think it's a very smart choice right here. Oh no. Clockwork. Take it down at the top. Yeah, Misery just blinking in on him. Gets an easy Hex. Wait, did he skill stats? Why did he skill stats? Why would you not max the shackles? That's a little weird. Okay. So 8. Probably gonna get taken down right here actually. Ice Blast, but that's not gonna save him. Oh shit, that's bad. That is really bad. Does he have buyback? Yeah, he does have buyback. He's gonna be fine. Okay. Meantime, actually, Aghanim's coming out from Big Daddy Note right here. He's got 3 centaurs, so he's just going for the stun lineup. I like it. These fights are very messy, and I think the idea of just saying, you know what? If I can get these centaurs in there, and I actually get some good stuns, that's gonna win us the fight. That's really the best you can expect from your creeps. Right, that's just gonna be great. On top of that, he's hoping for a Granite Golem, and he's gonna grab one right here. Of course, the Granite Golem's got this new aura, which increases HP, which I think is actually a very interesting idea, but it increases the HP of all units affected by it. So that's gonna be pretty useful, right? I kind of wish he had 2, though. You know, I think, you know, the thing is... The thing is that... While having one of them is nice... And let's be honest, this guy isn't squishy, right? He's got 2600 HP. He's gonna be fine for a while. I still feel that there's a risk of him dying. And you don't want him to die. You want him to be in the fight for the entirety of the fight. And I don't know if you're gonna get it if you only have one. So, you know. But then again, it might just work out. The problem with the Granite Golems, of course, is that they don't really have any usability outside of that. Because they're too slow and they deal too little damage. They just aren't very powerful, let's be honest. But the aura, of course, is amazing. So, yeah, there's that. Burning, did he finish up the... Oh, the courier just got taken on. No, I don't think he had the Hyperstone on the courier. Because then he wouldn't have 3 grand saved up. Like, Burning is a god, right? Burning is amazing at farming. But he's not that amazing. Because now you're just creating money. I mean, he's not an alchemist. So, alchemist actually was banned this game. I'm just saying. Plate mail coming out on the bristleback, so that's probably gonna end up being an assault cuirass. You can never go wrong with that. I would really like to see a Vladimir as one of those heroes. You know, you're going up against a lot of physical damage. If the clockwork were to just simply grab that, you can't just buy it right now, right? Sell the bottle, sell the or no whatever. Get the Vladimirs. I feel like that's gonna help your team a ton. It's really gonna push it like to a point where it's gonna be very difficult to actually get any pushes done for Cloud9. They're already struggling a lot. But with that, it's just gonna be really rough. Because the 5 bonus armor, reducing all physical damage against a team that is mostly physical damage, let's be honest. Yeah, it's gonna be nasty. I honestly don't understand why he doesn't have it yet. Seems like the Bristleback is gonna be grabbing an Assault Cuirass instead, but I don't see a reason why you would not have both. I mean, Cloud9 has both, right? Lycan, he's got Vladimir's. Actually, no they don't. Not yet, at least. Axe is currently building an Assault Cuirass. And god, look at this motherfucker running around with Shiva's Guard and the Assault Cuirass in a second. Yeah, that's gonna be a tanky Axe. Physical damage is gonna be quite pleasant for him. He's just gonna be like, yeah, tickle me more. He will appreciate it. I feel like, you know, if you reach a certain point of armor, you just sit there and you're like, fuck it, come at me. It's gonna be interesting to see how he does in those fights. Right now, we're just at a stalemate, though. Both teams, you know, Big God is fine with farming. And I think what Cloud9 has realized is after their 3 or 4 failed attempts at pushing, is that it simply isn't working. And if it isn't working, just don't even bother. Right? Why? Why would you even bother? What's the fucking point? You're not gonna get anything done. Oh, please don't tell me you're gonna go for that. Xao 8, he's dropping. He's dropping low, but I wonder. Actually gonna be enough to take him down. Mystery caught in his own wards, but he's got a blink dagger. Meantime, who went down? Clockwork taken down by the axe up here. Actually, Bone 7 not gonna take down Ice on the Ancient Apparition. That's free deaths for Big God. God, look at this chart. Man. Cloud9, you're so far ahead, but it doesn't feel like it at all. It just doesn't feel like it at all. You know, the thing about this chart, why it's so skewed, is because if you take a look at the net worth, right? Yes, Axe and Lycan are still ahead of the Dusa, but it's not that crazy anymore. Right? Dusa's actually doing pretty okay now. Problem is that all of the supports on Radiant's side are just fucking poor as shit, right? These guys, they might as well, I don't know, get themselves some fucking food stamps, because this shit ain't working.
Roche is tough.
Meantime, Roshan goes down again. And now my Edge is on Eternal Envy. I'm not too sure how much I like these. I mean, Lycan is a transformation hero. You can definitely make use of Edges on Lycan. He's actually one of the few transformation heroes where I would say it's okay. And that's because there's a certain specific strategy you can do with him, which is you simply run in and you push. And you just sit in front and you push on your own. Not with your team, just you. And then you wait. Now, this is an interesting situation for the opponent, because they're like, okay, so we can initiate on the Lycan. If we do that, then he's gonna resurrect. And while he resurrects, we already use all of our spells, and then Cloud9 is gonna counter-initiate on us. Not a great situation to be in. However, if they don't initiate on him, he's just gonna take your buildings down. Now, again, Lycan is one of the few heroes that can do this, because like his transformation, while it adds a little bit of pushing power, it's mostly about fighting heroes, right? Oh, Vater blinks in, misses the Colder. Seems that's actually gonna be the end of that push immediately. Holy shit, that didn't take long. Meantime, it appears that Misery and Chen are just trying to backdoor this top tower. It's dropping. It's actually gonna go down right here. I wonder if they can go for the barracks. Heals. Meantime, we lose the axe for Cloud9. Xao8 going for no-tail. Gonna try to TP out. He's actually gonna do just fine with that one. Bone 7 goes invisible, and he's gonna be fine as well. Actually slowing down Xao8 just a little bit, being a bit of an annoyance, frankly. Not much else. Seems he's gonna be fine. And these top barracks went down. Wow, that was a nice split push. Cloud9 definitely abusing the mobility of that Chen. You know, he can be in multiple places at the same time. You can't get more mobile than that. So that was really big for them. It's funny. That was like the 5th attempt at the bottom ranks. They still haven't even damaged them. But the top barracks are down. And there was no push here. Well, there was a push, but no team fight. Oh, by the way, this is something really cute that I like. So, EE is leaving a tiny creep in the camp. Oh, this might be because he's afraid that an opponent is coming. I don't think so, though, because it frankly didn't seem like someone would come in that moment. But now this camp won't spawn again. So you're sacrificing a little bit of farm, which you could just take this creep, but you're sacrificing that bit of farm. So when your opponent comes around and wants to farm this camp, they can't, because there's just this stupid fucking tiny creep here, taking up the spot. So, you know, it's just a little bit of theory. I don't know how viable it is, like, because oftentimes if you're ahead, you just want to get a header, right? Like, if you're ahead, get a header. To quote the great Day 9 yet again. Which I feel like we all should do, right? Like, he's a modern philosopher, let's just be honest. Bone 7 in the meantime, Gem, Sheepstick. Let's actually take a look at the items. Aghanims as well. I like the Aghanims. I think Aghanims is a really fun item on Invoker. I wonder how good it is though. Like, apparently Bone 7 likes it. So, you know, there's that. We got Axe with the Sword Cross finished, of course. Didn't get anything new since then. Lycan, got an Abyssal Blade now. BKB on top of that, so going for more of a right-click build. Actually got rid of the Necro Books. I wonder if they are on a courier nearby. Or if he actually sold them. Seems he got rid of it. Oh, interesting. No tail. Aghanimus. Mecha. 4 stuff. Nothing unusual. And of course the Shadow Shaman Refresher Aghanimus. I like it. That's cheeky. That is really cool. Very powerful as well. Oh, Bone 7 gonna get bursted down right here. And down he goes, Gem on the ground. Is that gonna be the end of the fight already? EE running in. He wants to maybe take the gem at the very least. Actually, Big Daddy Note gonna take care of that for him. Xao 8 now running in, gets bashed up immediately. Shiva's guard gonna slow him down just a little. And the TP out yet again. Fata, BKB's up, and I think that's gonna keep him safe. Actually, the walls are actually blocked him in for a bit. And now Xao 8 might actually be able to do this one. The taunt coming out, but that's not gonna keep you alive. Yeah, that's not gonna activate your Blink Dagger. Fata trying to juke right here, but the problem of Bristleback is he can't keep spamming that Quill Spray. And down he goes. That was a big fight. 2 down for Cloud9. And nothing lost for Big God. Burning, he now picked up a Skadi on top of his Manta, on top of the Lightnings. Xao 8, Saint Yasha, BKB, a Sorceress done in a second. We got the Lion with his newly acquired gem. 4-staff Blink Dagger, so that's a pretty scary hero as well. And AA, not anywhere close to the Aghanim's, which I think is a bit of a shame, but that's the cool thing about AA. This hero is still gonna be useful. And then of course, last but not least, ROTK on that Clockwork. He's got himself an Aghanim's. I'm really hoping to see a Vladimir sometime soon. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I think it would be fantastic. Burning. Pushing down those creeps. Oh, the heal! I like it! I like it. It's probably not gonna be enough there. Well, you know, at least he kept his golem. Oh, that's a start. That's definitely a start. 1-7 hexed up. Actually gonna turn it around on the line. That EMP is gonna connect. Now, I think right now Cloud9 is feeding the pressure just a little bit. Because Medusa got money now, right? Medusa is scary now. Like, you're beyond the point where Medusa is just a hero that you can't ignore. Also, we lost the Bristleback. What happened here? Oh, I can't tell what happened here. I don't even need to look at that one. Oh man. Yeah, the right click liking coming through. I like it a lot. I think this is pretty fantastic. Kind of wish he had the Sorceress though. Because that would help him out a lot with damage. Like if he carried it instead of the axe. I think that would be better for their team. But, you know. Something I think is a tiny bit weird though is that he just simply sold the Necro books. I did not expect to see that. Oh, the Blink Dagger on the Chen. Huh. I like it. You know, look, this is the theory, right? You cast a test of faith on yourself. After 3 seconds, the creeps are gonna teleport to your location. You wait, you jump in. The creeps are gonna be all around you. You're right on top of an enemy hero. 3, 4 Centaur stuns, line him up, take him down. Shadow Shaman taken on by ROTK in the meantime. Now he's next in line. Gonna get picked off by the Invoker. Fata trying to maybe snatch a kill. But, oh, EE running in on Burning. Burning is trying to get out of there, but he's just dropping. He's dropping quickly. He's still alive though. And now he's gonna force Cloud9 to retreat. Even after all that, it's quite simply not enough buyback coming out from the Lion, I believe. Right? 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 Clockwork and Lion, both. Oh, well, that's actually pretty big. And I think AA just resurrected. I don't know who died. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm talking about. So we had 2 buybacks. You know, that's fine. That is just fine. We don't have a lot of kills in this game. It's actually pretty cool in that aspect, but
Roche won't be stomping around no more thanks to the dire.
there's still a lot of interesting action, I think. Now, let's actually take a look. God, this is still looking so off. You would think that at this point, Big God would have recovered, but it's just... Look at that. How? How is this even important? It's the supports. I mean, look at this. Like, the fucking Chen got more money than... Like you can take two Lions and he has more money than them. You can take the 2 AAs and the Lion and he still almost has more money than them. He has as much money as the fucking Clockwork and the Lion together. That's a chance. The problem right here is not the carries. But I actually think this might be a bit of an issue for Big God right here. They're relying too much on this. They're relying too much on the Bristleback. They're relying too much on the Medusa. Just let the AA get his Aghanums. Just let him farm. Give him a lane. Cut him some slack, right? Just give him a lane. Get him his Aghanums. I think you're gonna benefit from it a lot more than from another item on the Bristleback. But you know, I'm not the one making the plays. Xao8 in the meantime, he's the one making the getting played on, I suppose. Burning sitting in the middle. Does not have the mana shield active, which I think is a little weird to say the least. But in the meantime, they took down the axe. Hook shot, back to safety. Mid tower's getting pushed down. Misery, he's looking to get off the second ward, but he doesn't get it. He cast a refresher, but he didn't get off the second set of wards. That was a definite attempt at the split push. Lyking gonna resurrect right here. Stunned up again, immediately. Hex already used. Do we have a line stun? Yes, there we go. Hook shot on top of that. Ice blast pushed back into the team. And down he goes. That's an Aegis used. That's a dead Lycan. Burning is looking really healthy. I'm really hoping the AA got a lot of money from that fight. Just get the Aghanums. I really want to see it so bad. I think the Aghanums is going to be amazing. Aghanums on AA is incredible. Like, it's just so good. And the thing is, you have to keep in mind, where they're winning these fights, while the supports have literally nothing. Now imagine if you just slap one item on them. Just one. Okay, Lion got a Blink Dagger. The Lion got a few things. But AA just ain't got shit. Honestly, Clockwork, no. No, that is the wrong item. You need... I'm not too happy with his item choices. I really wish he actually got a Vladimir's. Meantime, Clockwork taken... not Clockwork. Invoker taken down. And do we have a push coming up? Is this what this is? Burning, he picks up the butterfly.
Technical difficulties.
He's got TP boots. No TP on the Lion though.
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer.
So they're making sure that they're gonna be fine, right? Xao8 has TPs, yes. Yes, they all got TPs. I like that. Burning, gonna be pushing into the base right here. They're looking for this. They want this. They want this right now. I mean, Invoker is still dead. Does he have buyback? We need to know if he has buyback. There we go. Nope. Not anymore, because he just used it. Gonna see a lot of buybacks in that fight, though. EMP gonna connect on Burning. Actually, no. Force Staff coming out. Xao8 in the meantime, he's the one getting initiated on. Got the BKB active, though. Fata pretty low. Finger of Death taking down most of his HP. Burning still sitting in the middle. He does have the big stone gaze. And oh, actually, he gets gazed and gets taken down. He's got buyback and he has to use it. So far, Ancient Apparition is the only one that died for Big God. Actually, talking about Xao8 next in line. Burning, he's dropping. He's out of mana right here. Monster Medusa's out of mana. It's not the same hero. Dunked on, taken down immediately. 110 seconds on that hero. That's a bunch of buybacks used. Bristleback already bought back. I would really appreciate it if the Medusa just bought back right away. She got it, and she's gonna have to use it. Right, and if you use it right away, then the cooldown is ticking, and you're gonna have it earlier next time around. No, I think he's trying to reduce his death time, like, for next time, or maybe hoping that he doesn't need to buy back. I think he definitely has to, like, there's no question about it. Now, something I actually just noticed, which I think is kind of funny. Hello, Tier 1. Hello, other Tier 1. You know, that's a bit weird. Okay. There's a 2-free cliffs. Oh. EMP. No, just a tornado. Maybe gonna be enough to take down our TK anyway, and there he goes. Dusan only now coming back in the meantime. Shadow Shaman taken down at the bottom. Was he able to get off his refresher? Yeah, I think he got it, but still wasn't enough to actually take down the barracks. Mid tower's pretty low. Bottom barracks, which ones did he go for? He went for the ranged ones, so that's permanent damage. Those are also at a decently low amount of HP. How is this game ever going to end? This game is not ending with mega creeps. It's not. Big God is making a bit of a comeback in net worth. Actually, experience is looking really solid. I mean, 7k difference at this point is barely anything. I mean, it's still behind by a lot of gold, but it's weird.
The Dire might want to mine their top.
We're probably gonna end up seeing like some kind of backdoor, I think. Big God. The Xao 8 doesn't have TPs anymore. We need to keep tabs on that. No TP online either. Burning, of course, he's got TP boots, now going for lifesteal. I am certain we will see some sort of backdoor here. That's really Cloud9's only chance at this point. They just can't straight up fight him. They just can't do it. By the way, just a quick side note, I'm not too big of a fan of lifesteal on Medusa. Medusa needs both mana and HP to be tanky, right? As soon as she runs out of mana, she is just useless. Like, that's when she dies. Lifesteal gives you only HP, it doesn't restore any mana. Frankly, if I think that something like a sheep stick would give you more survivability than lifesteal would. I would like to see crits, some more damage. I would really like to see some more damage. Actually, Burning gonna get hexed up right here. Oh my God, Burning might die. Takes it, turns it around on at least one hero, but now he's out of mana. And that's it, he goes down. Fata also going down on top of that. Oh my God, he's someone, you can't attack anybody. Oh my God, that sucks so bad. He's gonna get stunned, he's gonna have his mana drained. I don't even know what for, like what is he gonna do with the mana? Xao 8 sitting in the middle of the fight, keeping people away, but so far only one person died for Cloud9. That is that Shadow Shaman. The least valuable player on that team. Fata. He's looking for another kill on Lamb. He wants to get a Xao 8. Might be the one that actually goes down though. He is slowed bad. He doesn't have any blinks or anything of the sort. Gonna get taunted up, gonna get stunned up, and there we go with the big dunk. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Invoker in the meantime went down to somebody. I'm not really sure to who. Ancient Apparition taking that kill. It's gonna be a lot of money in his pocket. Medusa can't buy back. This is where her play was better than my idea. Because I was hoping that she wasn't gonna die until she has her buyback ready again, right? And just to speed that up a little bit, to make it safer. Now that she waited that time until she bought back, her resurrection time is a little lighter. She's gonna be able to get back into the fight a little quicker. Oh my God, RTK taken down just like that. AA with the Ghost Scepters. Line with the Ghost Scepter. AA has multiples. Lan. Taunted up, but I don't think they're gonna be able to grab him. Axe out of mana. These barracks are dropping though. Range barracks already taken down. Melee barracks next to 9. That's gonna be that. Meantime, Misery, he wants that mid. He's currently running a little low on mana. Does not have another snake. Won't have it for a little while. Oh, he's gonna get yeah, he's gonna die right here. Does he have buyback? Okay, buybacks are the most important thing right now. No buybacks on him. I think Big God needs to go for a finish now.
An article of faith.
I just don't see how else they can win. And it seems that's actually exactly what they're shooting for. Bristleback is gonna start charging down the mid alongside of them. Medusa, of course, got TP boots, so she's perfectly fine just sitting back. Right now, there's no point like to Medusa keeping money. I don't like that at all. Just buy an item. If it's lifesteal you want, get the fucking lifesteal. Right? You don't have buyback anyway. What is the point? If you want the Divine Rapist, sell the... I like that. I like that play a lot. Get rid of... She's actually gonna do it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is it, people. This is gonna be the end of the game. Burning. He wants it. They're gonna take down these barracks and then go for the finish. EMP not gonna connect with anything. That's a really valuable spell. And actually, they're not even gonna go for the barracks at all. Don't want to create the space. They just fucking want to finish it. These towers are dropping. Take it down right away. Not even split shot used to apply some more pressure. Meantime, oh my god, Cloud9! They want to backdoor as well. They're going for this. The Ancient, it's dropping. They don't have Glyph. Is it going? Which one? Oh my god! No, 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 no. Oh! My god does it. Wait. Wait, no, not quite yet. How much HP? I need to know. How much HP was it at? Like it wants it. They're gonna go. They're going in. Oh, 1200 HP. It just barely didn't have enough damage. That was crazy. What a game. But Big God managed to pull it out. That was amazing. Wow. I am thoroughly impressed. A big Divine Rapier coming through in the end. Without that, he wouldn't have had enough damage. I like it. You know, if you know you're gonna lose anyway. Look, right there, that was the situation. If the Medusa dies, they lose. So might as well fucking buy a Divine Rapier. And what's the downside? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a rating on the video. That would be just fantastic. If you did enjoy it... Oh, wait. No, we already did that. Fuck it. Again, let me know which tournaments you want me to cast. Leave some feedback as to how horrible my casting is. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.